Here's 5 basic tips to improve as a competitive PUBG Mobile Esports player. Number 1. Never jump from high locations in the shotgun meta. In the first example, we can see that 3 players from Hora Esports are knocked, so the enemy has no reason to rush things. But he gets overexcited trying to finish the squad quickly. He jumps from the building, resulting in him being suspended in the air. He cannot move horizontally now, and he's an easy target for the shotgun. Then his teammate does the same thing and meets the same fate, resulting in Jiggle Hora getting an easy 1v2.
Mark the location.
In the second example, we can see that the enemy has jumped from high up and now has to brace for impact upon landing. That makes him an easy target because he cannot move. Following him, his teammate does the same thing, jumps from high up, is now suspended in the air and becomes an easy target with the shotgun. In this third clip, the same player from the previous clip shows us why you don't have to jump and how you can do it without jumping from the high ground to get those final finishes. Here's an example of how you can force your enemy to jump using utility, then finish them off using the shotgun. Here's an example of how even jumping on plain ground can put you at a disadvantage in the current shotgun meta.
위에 서도 돼, 오준아. 나이스. 둘 나왔어. 영대 화이팅.
안 보인다. 그다음에는 한 명 내가 묶고 있고. 내 쪽. 천천히 해도 돼. 내 쪽 오고 있어. 내 쪽 오고 있어.
나이스.
Tip number 2. Spray to check for snakes in Sandhawk. If you are in the end zone in Sandhawk and you have a dominant position or your position is known and you don't know where snakes are hiding around you, and if you have spare ammo, you should always spray to check for snakes in the surrounding area, just like Clutch God did in this video. Tip number 3. Never stop spraying. When multiple cars are rotating, then don't stop spraying after you get the first knock. Try to get that second or third knock. When you knock down an enemy from a moving vehicle, you will always have more than enough time to get your finish. I have seen even a lot of professional players these days making this mistake, and it is very, very bad. You should never do this.
가자니 라운드. 나이스. 얘가 कदम सेट क्या यारू वही साथ सीमेंट में उड़ा.
Tip number 4. Always play in your teammates' ADS. You should always have an exact idea of where your teammates can provide you ADS, the angles that you can get away with, and you have to execute according to those angles. In this first clip, we can see that Aru Gaming is pushing out in the open onto a shack with smokes. That's why he asks for his teammates' cover, and all 3 of his teammates provides him with an ADS, and that's why he gets the push successfully.
कवर दो गाइस. मैं कर दूंगा, नीड कर दूंगा. अच्छा कवर देते रहो, ठीक है. पूरा ओपन जा रहा है, पूरा ओपन जा रहा है.
नो कर एक
अंदर के अंदर ही है. रोले पे नेट करो जल्दी यार भाई. वो भी नेट कर रहा है भाई.
स्मोक क्या नेट कर रहा है, मुझको कर रहा है.
बस हो गया.
In this clip, we'll see that the enemy team has to push into the compound. So the first enemy pushes in with a car and gets knocked with a grenade, which is completely fine because this can happen when you have to push compounds. But the second enemy pushes out into the open from the right side where his teammate cannot provide him with any sort of cover fire. He has to win this duel with someone who has hard cover. So this is a very bad move and should never be done. Now the remaining two enemies still have to push into this compound. So one of them decides to stay back and provide cover fire while the other one pushes. But this enemy needs to realize that he has to push into an angle where his teammate can provide him with cover fire. But he doesn't understand this and pushes out into the open to the right side where he is visible from this right cross-marked red window to T2K Ajaya, who stays back inside the stairs and knocks this enemy, returning this into a 1v1. This is why it's always so important to understand at which angles your teammates can provide you with cover fire and play according to that.
Allah. İzledi.
Nice, finish.
İyi.
Bak penirle.
Marked a location.
ड्रॉप पछाडि भाइ एकजना
Right, ma.
ओइ भाइ नाइस
Finish.
ड्रपमा छ है
माथि गयो
नाइस
Easy Last guy aja. Baba run.
Tip number 5. Always let the enemy come to you. Always try to pull the enemy towards you. If not forced, never push the enemy from a disadvantage. Let them come to you in corridors. Pull them towards you in narrow spaces, like in through doors. Control your enemy's movement and try to force them to 1v1s. This way you can easily finish them, especially with shotguns.
Okay.
나이스.
오 들어와.
둘 다 있다. 도슈.
하나 더.
오, 베이.
দুইজন আহা হলো দুইজন লোস
This method is also applicable for spray weapons like UMP. Now here are some clips you should memorize to increase your game IQ.
चल
एक अंदर फ्लैश फेंका रुक जा
मैंने अंदर नहीं
भाई सामने खतरा है।
पांच का नॉक हुआ
इधर भी नहीं इधर
पांच
भी
नहीं है पांच नहीं है ये घर में हो सकता है रुक बाद में चलता बाद
मैं चेक कर रहा हूं उनको
लो एक है आराम से
Awesome.
लास्ट बचा है
वो नीचे ही है आराम से ऐसे जाओ राइट गया
रो ऐसे मत दी भाई
साथ में लो
Awesome.
1 HP क्या 1 HP में 1 HP मार यार
अरे अकेला गया तू
नाइस बहुत बढ़िया एक राइट में
एक एचपी मैडम
डायरेक्ट
चल चल मैं एम4 लेके घुस रहा हूं
डायरेक्ट उठा
नॉक किधर है अरे गया मैं दोनों डॉट डायरेक्ट डॉट बहुत बढ़िया लास्ट बचा मैं डॉट हूं
Why is no one watching?
आई वो
आवाज क्या underneath him
Watch out.
go solo don't go solo
over here يلا عمودي
हम लो
go together go
Down.
all together follow together
Nice.
नाइस
teammate
Я на второй. Сейчас.
Он меня вот, меня с первого сняли. Чел.
Двоих парня.
Меня нажать.
बाहिर पट्टि गएर बाहिरपट्टि अब तेरबाट हान्नु पर्छ
कोही उता सो नाइस
एउटा यहाँ
एउटा यहाँ छ
That's it from my side today, guys. Thank you so much for watching.